What is going on, guys? It's Shu here, bringing you another review on My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Now, I'm going to say first and foremost, apologies, late, but I gotta say, I actually think that this is the best episode we've had so far. I'm not normally an AIZAWA fan, but the vibe that I've overall got in this episode was really good. It felt like OG My Hero. It just did, and I liked it. And of course, getting to see Midnight is always a plus. It always makes it better, and I'm just thankful for it. And getting to see more of Shirakumo, or whatever his name is, I'll remember as Kurogiri, honestly. But just seeing him, he's such a cool character. I hate that we didn't get a ton of his real self in this series. I mean, in the main series. And here, I just want more of him. That's kind of wild to say. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So, this episode starts with a phone call between Midnight and Eraser. And she's actually with a cat, which is kind of funny. This kind of ties back into what's going on. And she actually talks about how Mike is actually going to be taking a job at UA, and how she's excited to have him there, and she feels like he should also do the same. She's going to be a teacher there as well, and she wants him to be there, and he's not having it. He does not want to have that at all. And when he actually starts to get a little irritated, we see that he gets called into action. He's helping out good old Koichi, who was helping out a little girl with a cat situation of her own, and we see that they were being chased by this, what looked to be like your generic wolf monster looking dude. Racer takes him down, and we see that the little girl doesn't stay with the cat. Koichi's like, I could figure something out. I could kind of foster it. And we see that we have him just kind of probably remembering what happened to him in a similar situation. And this kind of brings us to the flashback of his story. We see that he runs into this cat who looks to be homeless, and he wants to help the cat, but he realizes that he doesn't have that ability. Like, he can't really do much for the cat. And so he kind of goes to school depressed. He's really just a depressing kind of guy. It's good to know your limits, but this guy is depressing about it. And so he gets to school rather late, and we see that Mike is already there, and the whole class is starting, but our boy, or their boy, I guess you could say, Shirakumo, he's actually showing up, and he's late, and he's drenched in rain. And so he actually starts to strip, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this guy is exactly like my boy. He is literally like Mirio. But we see that his quirk involves clouds, and the way he even dresses is a lot like Son Goku, the Chinese character, with a mix of Goku. He's got like this extendo pole, which is kind of cool. And so I like his design, I like his demeanor. And he actually pulls out a cat that was with him, and it's the same cat that was the one that Eraser had seen earlier. And we see that this guy is just a nice dude overall. Like, he's kicking butt in the class, and during training, he's kind of showing off. But Eraserhead is struggling. He still has his ability to kind of neutralize a quirk, but when he's using his, I guess you could call them additional, web thing, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what they're called right now. But when he uses them, it's like, he struggles. Like, what do you do past that? There's nothing else that you're doing, nothing special. And so it's kind of like, the teachers even notice it, how with Mike, he's actually picking things up. We actually even see him, getting into his internship, and Kurogiri. I'm just gonna call him Kurogiri. That's just how I know him. Kurogiri just actually, is picking things up. But we see the struggle with Eraser, and luckily though, we have our beloved Midnight showing up, and she's a year older than them. She's already started her internship. She's actually in a agency, and she's very daring with her look. This was something that she wants to be bold about. And unfortunately, we see that that doesn't stick with her, but she looks out for these guys, and that's something that I can totally respect. I like that she's able to do this. In fact, she even offers both of them, both Kurogiri and Eraser, the opportunity to like be part of the agency, which is kind of cool. And she takes the cat, and if you guys realized in the beginning, there was a cat with Midnight, and that is the same cat, and the name is Sushi, which is kind of cute. I think it's an adorable name for that cat, and it's just a full circle moment, and I just really enjoy it. But now we're gonna see both these guys joining her agency, and just overall, I'm liking where it's going. It was a good vibe episode. So, like I said, by far the best so far to me. Hopefully, we get to see some better ones, but this one takes the cake so far. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, make sure to like, and I'll catch you all later.